Ratio, proportion. We are going to learn about the properties of ratio, comparing the ratios, proportions, type of proportion, etc. Ratio. Example 1. Ramu's age is 5 years. Ramu's brother's age is 15 years. A. Whose age is more? B. How much more? How to find? You can easily answer the first question. How much more? How to find? 15 minus 5 is equal to 10 years more. We find it by subtraction. Comparison of two quantities by division is called ratio. We denote ratio using the symbol. To find the ratio of two quantities, one quantity must be divided by the second quantity. 1. Ratio has no units. 2. The ratio of A to B is A, B written as A by B. If A greater than B, then A by B shows by how many times A is to B. 4. If A greater than B, then A by B shows by which part A is to B. B is to A is called the inverse ratio of A is to B. Can we multiply or divide the terms of a ratio? Example 4. Sunita got 18 marks out of 25 in Telugu exam. How many marks did she get for 100? Marks of Sunita is equal to 18 out of 25. Ratio is equal to 18 is to 25 is equal to 18 by 25. We have to know how many marks Sunita got for 100. If 25 is multiplied by 4, we get 100. Let us multiply both numerator and denominator by 4. 18 by 25 is equal to 18 into 4 by 25 into 4 is equal to 72 by 100. If 72 by 100 is simplified, we get 18 by 25. Sunita got 72 marks out of 100. Therefore, 18 by 25 is equal to 72 by 100. Therefore, 18 is to 25 is equal to 72 is to 100. These two are equal ratios. The terms of a ratio can be multiplied by the same number and the product ratio is equal to the original ratio. We know that the ratio can be written as a fraction. The value of the ratio does not change, even if both the terms are multiplied or divided by the same positive number other than 0. Comparing two ratios. To compare two ratios, writing them in the fraction form and equating the denominators is easy. Example. Teacher is asking questions in the class. Children are answering and writing the answers on the board. Shaheen and Pavan have 5 and 8 labels respectively. What is the ratio? Children answered 5 is to 8. Yousuf got 7 labels. Tell the ratio of labels of Pavan and Yousuf. Children answered 8 is to 7. Now, tell the ratio of labels of Shaheen, Pavan and Yousuf. Children answered easily 5 is to 8 is to 7. Shaheen is to Pavan is equal to 5 is to 8. Pavan is to Yousuf is equal to 8 is to 7. Shaheen is to Pavan is to Yousuf is equal to 5 is to 8 is to 7. If the second term of the first ratio and the first term of the second ratio are equal, then the two ratios can be shown as ratio of three terms. For example, A is to B is equal to 3 is to 5. B is to C is equal to 5 is to 7. Then find A is to B is to C. Now write A is to B is equal to 3 is to 5. Write the B of B is to C under the B of A is to B equal to, write the 5 of the 5 is to 7 under the 5 of the 3 is to 5. Now, A is to B is to C is equal to 3 is to 5 is to 7. Proportion. The equality of two ratios is called proportion. A is to B is equal to C is to D. We denote proportion using this symbol. The symbol for proportion is 4 dots and read as is as. A is to B is as C is to D means A is to B is equal to C is to D. If A is to B is as C is to D, then A, B, C and D are said to be in proportion. If A is to B is as C is to D, then A, B, C and D are called first, second, third and fourth terms of proportion. If A is to B is as C is to D, then A and D are called extremes and B and C are called means. In A is to B is as C is to D, A and B are like terms and C and D are like terms. In a proportion, both the ratios need not be of same units. Example: the cost of 8 books is rupees 48. The cost of 2 books is rupees 12. Ratio of books is equal to 8 is to 2 is equal to 4 is to 1. Ratio of their cost is equal to 48 is to 12 is equal to 4 is to 1. Ratio of books is equal to ratio of cost. 8 is to 2 is equal to 48 is to 12. The two ratios are equal. 8, 2, 48, 12 are in proportion. Example: find the third proportional of the proportion 4 and 12. Solution: let the third proportional of proportion 4 and 12 is x. Therefore, 4, 12 and x are in proportion. B square is equal to AC. 12 into 12 is equal to 4 into x. 4 into x is equal to 12 into 12. 4 into x is equal to 12 into 3 into 4. X is equal to 12 into 3 is equal to 36. Therefore, the third proportional of the proportion 4 and 12 is 36. If x and y are in direct proportion, then we denote it as x directly proportional to y. X directly proportional to y is read as x is directly proportional to y. The value of x by y is always constant in direct proportion. Therefore, x by y is equal to k, or x is equal to ky. Example: if the cost of meals for 4 members in a hotel is rupees 60, find the cost for 520 members in a hostel. Cost of meals for 4 members is rupees 60. Cost of meals for 1 member is equal to 60 by 4 is equal to rupees 15. Cost of meals for 520 members is equal to 520 into 15 is equal to rupees 7,800. Inverse proportion or inverse variation. Observe the following table. Number of men, number of days taken to build a wall. Number of men x 12, number of days taken to build a wall y 4. Number of men 6, days taken 8. Number of men 4, days taken 12. Number of men 2, days taken 24. Number of men 1, days taken 48. Number of men 3, days taken 16. Number of men 24, days taken 2. Number of men 48, days taken 1. Number of men 16, days taken 3. If x and y are in inverse variation, we denote it as x inversely proportional to 1 by y. X inversely proportional to 1 by y is read as x is inversely proportional to y. The value of x into y is always a constant in inverse proportion. Therefore, x into y is equal to k. Example: the length of a wire L in tension and number of vibrations made n per second are in inverse proportion. If the length of the wire is 140 centimeters and the number of vibrations made are 210. Find 1. The number of vibrations when the length of wire is 200 centimeters. 2. The length of the wire when the number of vibrations are 300 per second. Solution. The length of the wire is L. Number of vibrations made per second is equal to N. Length of the wire is inversely proportional to the number of vibrations per second. L inversely proportional to 1 by N. Therefore, L into N is equal to K. Length of the wire L is equal to 140 centimeters. Number of vibrations per second N is equal to 210. Then L into N is equal to 140 into 210 is equal to 29,400. Therefore, K is equal to 29,400. Percentage. The word percent is derived from two words, namely per and cent. Cent means 100 and per means 4. Therefore, percent means for every 100. The fraction with denominator 100 is called percent. The symbol for percent is this. To convert a fraction into percent, multiply it by 100 and use the symbol percent. To convert a percent into a fraction, remove this symbol percent and multiply it by 1 by 100. Example. The income of a person is rupees 8,500. He spends 12 3/4% of his income for house rent, 25 1/2% for food, 6 1/4% for education of children, and 5 1/2% for charity. Find how much amount will he spend for each item. Solution. Income of the person is equal to 8,500. Part of income spent for house rent is equal to 12 3/4% is equal to 51/4 is equal to 51/4 by 100 is equal to 51/4 into 1 by 100 is equal to 51/400. 51/400th part of rupees 8,500 is equal to 8,500 into 51/400 is equal to 1,083.75 rupees. Part of income spent for food is equal to 25 1/2% is equal to 51/2% is equal to 51/2 by 100 is equal to 51/2 into 1 by 100 is equal to 51/200. 51/200th part of 8,500 is equal to 8,500 into 51/200 is equal to rupees 2,167.50. Part of income spent for education of children 6 1/4% is equal to 25/4 is equal to 25/4 by 100 is equal to 25/4 into 1 by 100 is equal to 25/400. 25/400 part of rupees 8,500 is equal to 8,500 into 25/400 is equal to rupees 531.25. Part of income spent for charity 5 1/2% is equal to 11/2% is equal to 11/2 by 100 is equal to 11/2 into 1 by 100 is equal to 11/200. 11/200th part of rupees 8,500 is equal to 8,500 into 11/200 is equal to rupees 467.50. To find the required percent of a given quantity, remove the percent symbol, divide by 100 and multiply with the given quantity.